I am so pissed off. I allowed myself to get comfortable. I allowed myself to lower my standards. I allowed myself to become unhealthy. My body isn't like it used to be. It doesn't look as good as it used to. The foods I ate weren't up to the standard that they should be. My relationships got to me emotionally, and I let my emotions control me. I wasted time, so much time, just because I let myself get comfortable. And I didn't understand why. For weeks, for months, I was trying to understand, why am I not putting as much effort in as I should? I didn't understand it. I was trying to find my why. The fact that most people say they want to retire their parents. Of course I do as well. But then why didn't that push me harder to work? I didn't understand it. I was looking for my why for weeks, for months. I used to be the guy that went out there and got it. I would put in time, energy, and commitment. And I was trying to figure out why. And last week, I had a massive realization. I finally understood what my why was. It's something that was hidden inside me that I knew all along. You see, the reason I let myself get comfortable is because I wasn't running away from something anymore. The fact that I didn't have to put in as much effort to make money, because I was okay. I knew I would make a certain amount. That would be, just okay money for me. Whereas in the past, where I had to make money, I pushed hard. I did everything I could. I used to look amazing. I used to be jacked. I used to be so jacked, in fact. People thought I was on steroids at the age of 20, 21, 22. But I let myself lose that. I lowered my standards because I was no longer afraid of being the skinny guy. I finally got all the compliments, all the eyes. I got the girls just through my body. And that was no longer a scarcity for me. I wasn't afraid of looking skinny anymore. And once I got in a comfortable position, well, that's the worst possible place you can be in. Because you're trying to figure out why you're not doing more than you should be. And it takes a long time. And the most dangerous place to be is in the comfort zone. Because what do? You settle. You settle for less than who you are. So then, after months of this, I realized something. That was the case, then what's my why now if I'm comfortable? Well, at the beginning of this journey 3 years ago, I went on a massive self-improvement journey. I started reading books, started to expand my mind. I started to really focus and put time, energy, and money into different things, into online business. I thought constantly about what business to build next to make money. I used to go to the gym, work out for 2 hours a day, 7 days a week. I used to be that guy, and I let myself settle. So I realized, what was it that pushed me so hard then? Was it the money? No, it wasn't the money. Money would come eventually. Was it getting the girls? Sure, that was part of it. But that wasn't the biggest driver. You see, 3 years ago, I realized that self-improvement, continuous improvement on myself, was my why. That was the reason I kept pushing, because every single day I would see myself get better. And there's no better feeling than looking back and seeing yourself get better. And there's diminishing returns. At the beginning, you can do a lot of improvement. And after a while, with everything, you don't see as much improvement. It's like in your first 3 months of going to the gym, you're going to see massive improvements, but afterwards it's going to slow down, and then it's going to take years and years and years to look just a tiny bit better. Well, I let myself get comfortable, and I realized it's my potential. That was my why. Because I asked myself, what is my potential? I don't know. And there's only one way to find out, and that is to push as hard as possible. I realized I had to do it for myself and no one else. And no one else could put my why into my mind. I realized that people all along, all these years, were telling me, Vince, you have so much potential. You should be making way more money right now. When I bought programs, people told me, this guy's gonna be a killer. You're gonna be a killer. And I never became that. Not yet, at least. Because I got comfortable. I let myself get in my own way. I realized I've been letting myself down because I haven't pushed as hard as I could. Like, I realized my life purpose is to understand what is my potential. How high can I go? How much money can I make? What's the best possible shape I can get into? What kind of experiences can I live? You can't even imagine that because you can't truly understand your potential. You never can. It's always a moving horizon. And that is my why. Maybe you feel the same way. Maybe, you tell yourself, I want to give back to my parents and retire them. And you probably do. But it might not be a strong enough why for you. Your why might be, how high can I actually go? Let me prove it to myself, no one else. And when I had this realization the other day, I realized all these people, really successful people, were telling me I should be making X amount of money by now. I should be here by now. They told me I have so much potential. And I heard these things and I appreciated them, but I never really understood it, never really took action on it. Until I sat with myself and realized, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I wasting all this time on entertainment, on shit that doesn't help me become the best possible version of myself? And finally I understood it. So what did I do? I removed all distractions, all the bad habits, deleted all the social media apps that weren't getting me to where I wanted to be. I moved the apps that weren't helping me, deleted them, I removed them, moved it off my screen, and put the educational materials that would help me get to the position I want to be in, to the most obvious places. It's the first thing I see. When I wake up, the first thing I do is I remind myself how pissed off I am that I'm not at my potential yet. And I'm going to be pissed off until I reach that stage. And maybe this is what you needed to hear. Maybe these are the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. Why the fuck am I not there yet? Why the fuck am I doing all this shit? Why am I wasting so much time? Who am I actually letting down? Because it could be your parents, or maybe they're already proud of you. I know mine are. You're probably letting down yourself. And that should piss you off. It pisses me off. So, I appreciate you watching. I hope this unlocked something inside of you. To push harder, to become better, to be better, to turn up every single day. And just think about what you need to be doing right now and what you shouldn't be doing right now. Make it as easy as possible for yourself to do the right things. That's by removing the bad shit. And that's by putting the good shit in the places where it's the easiest to access. I appreciate you watching, and I hope this helped.